are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead.
Well, hello there, breathers.
And welcome back.
To an educational,
Very smart.
very highly
Intellectual. Yeah, this is going to be a brain buster.
This is, woo!
Yeah, episode of All My Favorite People Are Dead.
She is Sue Teresi.
I am, but she is the Shannon Butler. We're going to put the word the in front of your name, Shannon. The Shannon Butler.
I'll take that.
Good.
The Shannon. Okay.
Yeah.
So
this is very educational, breathers.
This is
going to be good. You're going to have to write this one down. I was a special ed teacher for many, many years, and I've worked with children that have had many different disabilities. I always say I think I've seen more sick kids than most pediatricians.
You're a special kind of person.
Oh, thanks.
You are.
And some of the kids had cochlear implants. So one year I had to wear a microphone around my neck because the kid had an implant.
Okay.
And I wear jewelry a lot, and I forgot I had the necklace on. It looked like a lariat with a microphone in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you forget you have it in, and the kid hears and reads my lips and all of that. Okay, fine. So what does yours truly do? You forget you have it on. I go into the bathroom. Now, it's a good thing, like, I hadn't just had Taco Bell or something.
Oh, God.
I actually just went in to wash my hands. Good thing.
Yeah.
Because as I'm in the bathroom and the water is running and everything, his one-on-one is knocking at the door. You got the mic on. I was like, well, oh crap. Because I was so used to wearing necklace that it didn't. So I'm just, that's a situation, because he heard everything.
He heard it all.
And he's probably the one that said, I hear water running and she's in the bed, whatever. And she got me. Good thing.
Yeah.
So I know like kindergarten sign language, cookies and milk, and I can fingerspell and do, American Sign Language.
Okay.
But of course, the first thing, like in any other language, is dirty sign language.
Dirty curses.
So I was teaching Shannon dirty curses now, because sometimes we go out somewhere and it's like you can't say anything.
Right.
And you want to call somebody something, but you can't because it's frowned upon in society.
Yeah.
But if I sign it to her, she'll know exactly who I'm talking about and what I mean.
Yeah, so I got to learn sign for twat waffle.
Yeah, apparently there aren't enough curses in the world that we have to make up things that involve a body part and food. So we're not going to, it's you make the letter W and you flip your hands over and like a triangle. Anyway, you guys can figure it out, but that's become like a term.
I feel like I'm going to end up using that in the wrong time.
Because there were, so many of them floating around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I'm out in the public and I'll sign it to myself, and people probably just think I'm like scratching my hand. I'm like, yeah, she's a real talk. Yeah, I just can't. And you can't say anything. No. What are you going to do? You can't call them out on unless you're really mad.
What?
And then like we were at a public event this weekend, and one of the women that wasn't invited, but like you can't stop them from coming to a public event type of thing, even though they don't. Whatever. So, but I'm signing to a friend of mine that
Twat waffles.
Yeah. And she's like, because I could see her looking at the woman, and I make the sign, and then she's she's one of those. Yep.
That's twat waffle.
Yeah, it's like when you we were just talking about Seinfeld. I used to watch Seinfeld, and Jerry and Elaine go to a party, and some boring person comes up and you can't get away from them.
Can't get away.
And they don't shut up. You smack yourself on the top of the head like Elaine is doing that, waiting for Jerry to come save her.
Yeah.
My husband and I do that. If he sees me doing, smacking myself in the top of the head, he'll come over and he'll go, oh, Sue, someone needs to speak to you in the other room. And he saves me from these awful, boring people.
Hey, that is a great partner. You need one of those. That is essential.
And just like it's essential when you go somewhere, and some boring person just, is telling you crap, and I'm like, oh my God, did I just you in his face? And they go on, and now you and I can have all these great signs save each other.
Twat waffle.
So when one of us is signing that, the other one must come and save us.
Okay. Fair enough.
So deal.
That sounds like a deal. I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm known for that.
Okay.
So there you go. Good thing you can't
Well,
see us breathers.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause we're going to be signing all kinds of naughty things.
You gotta live.
So, all right. So, I was inspired this past week to go down to the cemetery I've been dying to go see, which you've already seen.
I've been to this one,
Yep.
yeah.
And you
It's
were
beautiful.
inspired to do a podcast on somebody who was there. Yeah.
I did.
But-
Yeah, Shannon and I are the nerdy type that, first of all, we get inspired to go to cemeteries.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Because they're nice and quiet, and we don't mind the dead. It's only
We love
the
the
living.
dead. They're our favorite. Yeah.
They're our favorite
Yeah,
people, because
exactly.
the living kind of get on our nerves.
Yeah.
Dead people don't get on my nerves.
No.
And we get inspired to go to cemeteries, and we're the type that we go with a notebook.
Notebook, camera.
Yeah,
Maybe a
yeah.
packed lunch.
Yeah,
you know.
we have lunch
Yeah.
at the cemetery.
Absolutely.
Oh, here it comes. What? She's laughing. What?
So, okay, I just when I got out of my car
Okay.
and just to kind of I was in awe,
This is a great looking
Yeah.
cemetery.
But I was just like the first thing that hit me was the smell of croissants, and I'm like, are cemeteries supposed to smell like croissants?
No, not usually.
I think so.
No.
But it was the bakery across the street, like directly across the street.
Maybe they deliberately do that to get you to stay.
I mean, I did.
Like when you go to Disney, some streets smell like
Yeah.
popcorn,
Yeah.
and
It-
and
it won me over.
they place certain things in the market, to get you to stay.
Yeah. So that it worked. It did.
They're good. Did you go out and buy croissants?
I absolutely did.
Of course you did. How can you smell it and not?
Like, how could you not?
Yeah.
So the cemetery that we're talking about, long story short, is Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn.
Glenn?
Brooklyn.
That's your book.
It's your place, yeah.
Yeah.
I fell in love.
It's like a village.
Yeah. Okay. I have never, first of all, I felt like a fucking badass because I've never driven in the city before.
Oh.
Right. And I've
You had to drive to Brooklyn.
and I was looking
I
at
hate driving to Brooklyn.
yeah, and I was looking at the time on the train it would take. I'm like, it's going to take fucking forever to take
You
the
might as well
train.
just drive.
I'm going to drive.
Okay.
So I made great time. Of course, I'm a speed demon, so there's that. I flew down there, got down there in like an hour and 45 minutes. Which is,
Yeah, no, well, that's the time. Yeah.
and I got honked at once, so that wasn't bad. I was like, okay, all right, that's legit.
Did you honk back?
No, because I knew I was in the wrong. I was in the wrong spot.
Okay.
This is how nerdy I am. When I was on the FDR Drive, and I saw the Brooklyn Bridge for the first time in person, I was like in tears.
You never.
I've never seen the Brooklyn
I
Bridge
keep
in person.
forgetting you don't go into the city and Broadway and all of that.
No.
Yeah.
I was in tears. I was like, oh my God, it's fucking beautiful.
It is. It's the real
beautiful.
It's the yeah.
It is massive.
Yeah. We gotta walk over it.
I do have to walk over it.
Yeah. Well, I'll take you for a walk over it.
I was
Write
really-
down things that you have to do.
I was really glad to be alone though, because I'm like, I want to make fun of me because I'm crying over a fucking bridge.
But that's okay.
Because-
It's a beautiful thing to see.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
When I first saw like the Eiffel Tower and stuff, I was like, oh wow. We were driving to the hotel and I was like, oh my God, there it is. When you study and you learn about something for many, many years and then you actually experience
see it up close and I'm
it's
like
meaningful. It really is.
So when I pulled into the gate, at Fifth Avenue and 25th Street?
I don't remember.
The 25th Street gate. I pulled in and these beautiful Gothic arches.
That's the first thing you see when you come in.
And I, again, fucking cried.
Good,
Because I was like, oh my God.
It's so beautiful.
It's
Look
so
at that. Almost
beautiful.
looks like it can come down like a moat.
Yeah.
It's got like the
And the
it's so
parakeets, the parakeets are hanging out. They're flying all over the place.
Yes. I don't know if they were there. They mentioned them.
They were there when I was there. They were nesting. They were taking pictures.
No, because I went in a different season. It was cooler.
Oh, it was I was like, wow.
I saw the koi. This big koi pond.
Yeah. Yep.
I was playing with the fish.
I was overwhelmed.
I am that animal centered that I don't think I'm supposed to do this, but I stick my hands in the koi pond, and the fish kind of come in my hand. I like pet them.
What the hell?
My hands are clean.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got hooked, And I didn't see it all because I had my dogs at home. I was like, let me time this. I'll go down. I'll walk for a few hours.
You need a second day.
You need a lot.
Did you take a tour or you didn't?
I did it my own. They had a fabulous map. I grabbed the map, and in the map it was great because they pinpointed architectural sites, famous graves, natural sites. And I was like, this is so great. And I saw a little bit of everything.
I went on a tour and they explained, you know, who's where. Yeah. And that's when I started, you know, busting out my pen and paper, and I wrote down some names and, you know, to do other podcasts on.
I found famous people by accident. I was just like, oh, what?
Guy.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know, so anyway, so let me do a little history about Greenwood, and then I'll tell you about some of the sites that I saw that were, I mean, I really,
it's beautiful. It's like
gorgeous.
A state park.
Yeah, exactly.
They set up these cemeteries to look like a park.
That was the intention of the rural cemetery movement.
It's not just like I think a graveyard. A graveyard is attached to a church.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Graveyards are part of a church.
Graveyards are part of a church. Yep. And a cemetery is more of like a park-like
for the living
experience, tranquil for the living.
Yeah, it is.
Because the dead don't know where they are. It doesn't matter if they're in a graveyard. Doesn't matter.
So the cemetery was founded in 1838. This was the second rural cemetery in the States. The first was Mount Auburn Cemetery in Boston.
Okay.
Which I want to plan a road trip to this fall. I want to go.
How far is it?
Boston, what's that?
So what, you want to do that and then we can go to Salem?
Ooh.
Were you ever in Salem?
Yeah, I've been to Salem.
I haven't been there since my kids were little.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay.
Road trip.
Okay.
Girls trip.
All right. Yeah. My mom will probably want to go too.
Girls trip.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So all the rural cemeteries that were popping up in the States did so after the creation of your favorite cemetery, Père Lachaise. I'm sorry, why can't I say that? In France.
Yeah.
You've seen it. It was established in 1804 in response to the overcrowding of burial grounds.
So people know, I went to Père Lachaise when I was in Paris. I have to do things, you know, I went with my family. My family's like, what do you want to see in Paris? Obviously, you know, the Eiffel Tower and, you know, Disneyland, Notre Dame, the Louvre, you know, the touristy things. But I'm like, well, I got to go to the catacombs and we got to go to Père Lachaise Cemetery. Yeah. And then my daughter goes, we're French? I go, no, genius, we're Jews. And she goes, who's buried there? And I go, well, Jim Morrison.
Well, yeah.
So if you could listen to that podcast that I did on him. And when you go to Jim's grave, at least when I went, the music had already been playing. So I kind of followed it because the guy gave me directions in French, which I could not follow to find the grave. But I heard the music, and his grave is a thing itself. But the cemetery was unlike anything else. Yeah. The history, you could feel it.
Yeah. Well, that's how I felt. That's how I felt about Greenwood. I felt it, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, the idea for the cemetery came from a guy named Henry Evelyn Pierpont, who, by the way, I gravitated towards his grave.
Okay.
That was high up on this hillside. Now, I love Gothic architecture.
Yeah.
When I saw the Gothic gates, I was just,
I'm home.
Yeah. And when I looked on the map and read about it, I climbed up this hillside to look at this beautiful monument, and I was like, oh, I'm like the ghost of this dude literally called me up there and was like, hey, chick, you want to see my monument?
Oh, wow. So you just followed.
I was just it's like,
he's up there. I got to go this way.
Like Pierpont's like, my monument was designed by Richard Upjohn. You love Richard Upjohn. Get on up here. Come see it.
And you just I believe that.
I climbed up this hillside. I was like, ooh, this is so pretty. And then I looked at the map. I'm like, oh, it's
look where I am.
Yeah. So anyway,
follow your nose. Yeah. You always know.
So Richard Upjohn also designed the gates.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it looked familiar to me. It was the same architecture, same kind of vibe.
Yeah. Stunning.
The gates were designed in 1861. And they were, something to behold. The carved limestone panels, which show scenes of the death and resurrection from the New Testament, were designed by sculptor John Moffat, yeah. And they're beautiful. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. David Bates Douglas was a civil engineer, and he became the landscape architect for the project. He would also later do the landscaping for Albany Rural Cemetery, which I've been to recently and very much enjoyed. He took advantage of the fact that the site in Brooklyn was already kind of hilly and had several ponds that had been there for a long time. So the scenery was just kind of...
Good for dead people.
It was good. Yeah, it was good for dead people. Exactly. It's nice and hilly. It's good for strolling, you know. So he laid out some roads, he planted various trees, and he also surrounded the cemetery with an iron fence, which is still there today. The first internment at the site took place in September of 1840, and since then, over 600,000 people have been buried at Greenwood, which is a lot of dead people. Much of Douglas's original layout is intact. Of course, they've paved the grounds.
Are they
the
still
roads.
burying people there? Can you still get a plot? Yeah,
yeah.
they still have land left.
Land has been added over time, so
Okay.
there's spots. Yep.
Okay.
The trees. Can we just say the trees are amazing?
Yeah, they're
These
all-
trees are gorgeous.
Yeah,
I mean, so beautiful.
Peaceful.
You kind of forget that you're in the middle of a city.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, it's in, what is it, Park Slope? I think it was the Park Slope section of Brooklyn. I don't remember. I think
I don't
so.
know Brooklyn.
Oh,
I
that's
just-
right. She
I
doesn't know
follow the
Brooklyn.
GPS, man. That's all.
And it's a pretty, populated
Oh yeah.
part of New York.
Oh yeah, it is.
And you walk around, you feel like you're just like in a park. And
Yeah.
out, it's really pretty.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I forgot that I was really in the city until I came on this pond, and there were two, New York City police officers hanging out there having their lunch break.
So you hear I heard like beeping, close honking. I'm like, oh yeah.
And I didn't even notice that. I
Yeah,
heard
one part toward the end, toward the gate in the
the
back.
parakeets were making all the noise.
Back.
They were loud.
That's in the front. In the back, there's more traffic.
Okay. So the first famous grave that I ventured to was that of Louis Comfort Tiffany, the famous stained glass artist who was born in 1848 and died in 1933. And the majority of his glass is in the Art Nouveau style, which I love. His father started the famous firm of Tiffany & Co. Louis worked there as a director of design. And I guess I was just a little disappointed by the headstone because there wasn't any stained glass.
I knew you were going to say that. Were you expecting glass in the
I was
granite or whatever it is? Yeah, no stained glass.
I was expecting an Art Nouveau motif, something. I was like, oh, that's kind of boring. But oh
regular
well.
headstone.
I was like, thanks for all the beautiful stained glass, buddy. I wish I could afford any of your work, but I cannot.
Yeah.
The next grave that I visited was that of Samuel F.B. Morse. Who lived here in Poughkeepsie, right, at Locust Grove. Lovely estate. And of course, he's well known for inventing Morse code. But before that, Morse had been a very talented artist. A lot of his artwork is on display at Locust Grove. Really, really great stuff. He also dabbled in early photography. He was a daguerreotypist, which I've talked about before.
Right, you did a daguerre one.
Yeah. And he was born in 1791 and died in 1872. While he gave a lot of contributions to society, he was also kind of an asshole. So I don't know if I've talked about this before, but he was anti-Catholic. He was he was pro-slavery. About slavery, he wrote this, and I quote, "My creed on the subject of slavery is short. Slavery, per se, is not sin.
Oh.
It is a social condition ordained from the beginning of the world for the wisest purposes, benevolent and disciplinary, and divine wisdom.
Oh.
The mere holding of slaves, therefore, is a condition having, per se, nothing of moral character in it, any more than the being of a parent, employer, or ruler."
How do you even answer that? How do you even define that?
Spoken like a man who's never been enslaved.
Spoken like a hater.
Yeah.
And an elitist.
Yeah.
And wow.
Dude, respectfully, dude, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Parent child. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I often shame my children and beat them within an inch of their life.
Seriously.
And own them. Yeah.
Okay, this is spoken by a man who's never been enslaved. That's what that is.
Even.
So I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to visit real
argue
quick.
with that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I was struck by the mausoleum of William Niblo. He was an Irish immigrant who ended up owning a popular theater in New York City called Niblo's Garden. It was.
Cute name. Sounds like
It is.
Nibble.
New.
Nibble. It sounds so
Niblo's
cute.
Garden.
That's the name of a cat. Wait, what's his full name?
William Niblo.
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 We should name one of our cats a dog Niblo. It sounds like a baby name.
I like it. It's cute.
Very sweet.
So his mausoleum, it was gorgeous. It was huge. He was born in 1790 and died in 1878. And his wife, Martha, was also very involved in running the business. The theater was very popular, though it did catch on fire twice. Once in 1846 and again in 1872, and had to be completely rebuilt both times. But Niblo clearly did okay. Just by looking at his mausoleum, you can tell. It's got all these statues out front.
It went condom.
What's that?
You know you're doing well when your mausoleum goes condo.
Yeah, seriously. There's a
Oh,
couple.
wait, yeah, the condo made a stoner. Do you get that reference? It was a King Tut.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
I
got
wasn't
it.
sure.
King
Okay.
Tut, yes.
Yeah, Steve Martin. Yeah, the condo made a stoner. Okay. I don't know why that popped into my
That's
head,
okay.
but I digress. Yeah, boys.
Yeah, booze. Anyway, you're distracting me.
Distracted?
There are two giant lions sitting out front, like protecting it. It's
Like at the library.
yeah, exactly. I saw the grave of DeWitt Clinton, who was born in 1769 and died in 1828. He was the sixth governor of New York. He was also mayor of New York City in the early 1800s. His uncle, George Clinton, not to be confused with the King of Funk. I mean, the Revolutionary War General George Clinton.
I always get those two confused.
yeah.
That's what happens.
George had been the first governor of New York State, and DeWitt had actually served as his secretary.
So we have Clinton House here in Poughkeepsie?
Yeah, but okay, so Clinton didn't actually ever stay there.
Just like everything says George Washington slept here and he never slept there.
Yeah, the Clinton House was named incorrectly by a bunch of ladies who were all excited back in the 19th century, but he actually never lived in the Clinton House. The house that he had in Poughkeepsie is long gone, sadly.
We'll name this one after him. He passed by once.
Yeah.
No one will ever know.
No.
And I forgot Morse was buried there and not here in the house because he has an animal cemetery. Morse.
Well, no, it's not his. It was the family that lived there after.
Is that it? Because there's like, because, he's got a lot of, and that's why I assumed he was there. I couldn't remember.
So that's the Young family that moved in after the Morse family left.
And they buried all They have like Stephen King's Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They know people.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I couldn't remember. I was like, he must be buried here with this.
No, no humans are buried at that site.
No humans are buried. Only nibbles.
No, not nibbles.
No nibbles. Okay.
Anyway, where it was. Okay, so DeWitt Clinton is probably most famously known for the creation of the Erie Canal.
I heard of that.
Yeah. 15 miles on the Erie Canal.
If you never navigated on the Erie Canal.
So anyway, DeWitt Clinton, so he established that. He originally had surveyed the land for the Erie Canal, but then as governor got it pushed through for construction.
Okay.
He was originally buried in Albany, but then his family reinterred him to Greenwood in 1844. And in 1855, this fabulous memorial was placed there, this big statue of him. And these scenes of the building of the Erie Canal are around the base of the statue, which is very cool. Right next to that monument, I suddenly cried out. I was like, oh no! So I saw this cute statue of a little boy.
Oh.
He's dressed in this cute little outfit with long curly hair. Okay. He's got this fat little baby face. Oh. And at the base of the statue, it says Frankie.
Oh.
And I was like, no, not Frankie.
That's different Frankie.
I'm thinking of my dog, Frankie.
No,
but
it wasn't him.
This was an actual child.
Yeah.
So when I did a little research, his nickname was Frankie. His full name was Irwin Franklin Ward, 1877 to 1880. Oh. He was the beloved son of an admiral, and tragically, Frankie died at the age of 3. Oh. The statue of the little boy was made by master sculptor Daniel Chester French, who did the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
I'm
so
like,
he did the child.
This little boy has the same sort of statue as the great emancipator.
Yeah, well, okay.
That's wild to me. No, it was very cool, but I just got all emotional. Yeah. Right next to Frankie, as I'm walking around this area, I see the grave of Nathaniel Currier. And I was like, the Nathaniel Currier? Like the Nathaniel of Currier and Ives?
It must be.
Yeah, so the dude who made tons of money selling fancy lithographs in the 19th century, it was that guy. He was born in 1813 and died in 1888. He started his own business selling prints of mostly like scenes of crazy events.
Yeah,
like things burning, ships blowing up, stuff like that. Like in the 1830s, he was making a lot of money selling that stuff. But then eventually he gets into, selling cute pictures of kittens and children and country scenes and all sorts of stuff like that that become very popular and very collectible. I have some Currier knives at home. So when I worked for state parks years ago, I did an exhibit of Currier knives, prints, and lithographs. So I got to know that work really well. Yeah. So it was really, for me, I was like, oh, this is so cool. There he is. Here's the guy. Yeah. He was great. So long story short, Greenwood is an absolute treasure. especially if you're like us and you love dead people and history and architecture. And there's a lot to explore. I need to go back, and I hope you breathers will get there someday. It's absolutely worth a visit.
Well,
and then as you're leaving the gates, go across the street to
have a croissant.
Have a croissant. I had a croissant and got a couple of cookies. I have to go back just because I need more of those fucking chocolate chip cookies.
I hear you.
They were amazing.
I had gone on a tour with my kids, and one of the graves we went to was George Tillieu.
Yeah,
and we did a podcast on him with the whole steeplechase.
Mm-hmm.
I found that fascinating when I started mentioning that. You could check some of our older podcasts. And then there's a section there with mobsters in the back, and they explain a lot. Even without the tour, you could pretty much pick up and do, like Shannon did, do a self-guided. Yeah. When you love history, one of the things you do is go look at cemeteries. And,
absolutely.
Even, if you don't know who the people are, when you see the stones, and we also did another podcast on what the symbols mean.
Right. Yes, we did. Yeah. I saw a lot of those symbols.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Sue talked about
We
this.
did that one. Right. If you want, you could check our older podcast.
Yeah.
But it's always fascinating. It's always peaceful.
Always peaceful.
When I was looking to buy a house, I'm like, I would never buy a house across the street from a high school, but
cemetery?
I would damn well buy one near a cemetery.
Absolutely.
Because it's quiet and you don't have to worry about noisy neighbors.
Exactly.
So, and there were 3 E's in cemetery.
Okay.
I used to misspell that.
Okay.
Just
I gotcha.
Thing. I don't know. I never realized I used to spell it wrong.
Well, breathers.
There
you go.
So while you're still on the good side of the dirt and not 6 feet under in a cemetery,
go check one out.
Go visit one.
Yeah.
And
go visit Nibbles.
And go Nibbles. We Nibbles. It's such a cute name.
Frankie.
No,
Frankie.
No, not Frankie. No, Nibbles is such a cute name.
Yeah.
Cuddles, Nibbles, Snuggle. Cute.
I like it.
I do too.
Okay, breathers.
Well, there you have
another.
No, we use fabulous way too much. Dead.
Dead?
Dead and buried.
Very dead.
Very dead and very buried.
Carved in stone.
Episode of All My Favorite People Are Dead.
Bye, breathers.
Dead.